Hello everyone and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. My name is DFree. Here today we're going to go ahead and do some gameplay for the upcoming EZA versions of the Goku / Gohan and also the Trunks / Vegeta cards. Hope you guys enjoy today's video. Hit the subscribe if you're new for more content on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. And let me know in the comment section down below which of these two you think is better. So I'm going to actually start off for the first couple of minutes here. Bear with me and explaining what these new cards do. And I decided I would just kind of put them in one video so I don't have to do two videos. So anyways, that being said, these rotations are incredibly bad, but we'll sort it out. All right, so let's pull up Goku here first, and we'll go from there. So we have Goku, and yes, this character does trigger the passive for any Gohan card, and that is specifically mentioned because of the fact that the upcoming Gohan EZA does have the same thing as the Super Saiyan 2 transformed Gohan that says additional attack boost if you have a Super Saiyan Goku. So yes, this Goku does count for that. So anyways, here's Goku. And of course, we're going to go over the card himself and then his exchanged version with just Gohan. So Goku now is a Goku family 3-key 77% or Tech type 3-key 50% leader. Also, super attack raises defense and causes supreme damage to the enemy and lowers attack now. So another double effect on this. That's a little bit different as opposed to like raising attack and defense, etc. Anyways, passive skill is attack and defense plus 50% at the start of the turn. Goku family category allies get 2-key and 30%. I believe previously it was, what, 20%? Regardless, though, 30% here. One thing to mention, though, when it comes to Goku, and specifically Goku versus Vegeta as that type of discussion, Vegeta's card has nothing but key links across the board aside from Super Saiyan. So do keep that in mind, because Goku's card actually has other links in here. So I'm going to go over Goku's links just a little bit here, and then we'll get back to the actual breakdown. So Goku has Golden Warrior, he has Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, all in the family. So Saiyan Warrior Race is a 700 attack link. Kamehameha has a 2500 attack link. Not very significant, but it is something. And he has all in the family, which is a 15% defense link as well. So when it comes to Vegeta, like I mentioned, Vegeta's only attack link is Super Saiyan, excuse me. So he has a lot that's kind of like a little bit made up for as far as he's concerned, so I'm sure that that's taken into account. So for the passive, well actually for the effect of Gohan now, so that's pretty much it for Goku. Again, 50% at the start of the turn attack and defense is his passive, and then on top of that he gets the 2-key 30% support, which he does obviously apply to himself. And then on top of that he does raise his defense limitlessly while lowering the enemy's attack. So let's go ahead and move on to Gohan's card here. So Gohan actually got okay, so Gohan and Trunks seem like they got massive upgrades too. So super attack raises attack and defense for one turn. I believe previously this was just defense only. Attack and defense now for one turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy while lowering the enemy's attack and defense. We have never seen a card do this much with one super attack. Again, we've seen raise attack and defense like this Gohan did in his first part. That's very common, I'd say, or one or the other, whatever. But we started getting these double effects like Krillin, who raises defense and has a stun chance. Piccolo, same type of thing. All of a sudden, this Gohan is doing 4 things. He's raising 2 stats and debuffing 2 stats. That's crazy. Only drawback is that it's only for one turn for the raise, but whatever. That's irrelevant because it's relevant because when we look at Vegeta's card. So for the other part of this though, for the passive, Key +3, 90% attack and defense at the start of the turn. Additional 50% attack and defense and perform 2 additional attacks and gain a high chance of performing a critical hit if there is an Android / Cell Saga category enemy. This card got such a massive upgrade, and if he's versus Cell Saga enemies, he's going to be incredible. Like, if we ever get a Cell Saga laden or like type of Goku type of event, like this character's going to body it. Transform, he's going to body it. Only downside is that, again, you do lose out on the Goku part of it and then also the Goku support type of mechanic, right? He entirely changes playstyles. So let's go ahead and take a look at Vegeta here. Vegeta's a lot simpler. So Vegeta actually, when he's in his, again, just Vegeta form and not Trunks, raises attack and defense and causes supreme damage to the enemy. Limitless raise to attack and defense. So Vegeta just got incredibly good for more tedious content. Like, it wasn't even close if the Goku was better on more tedious content. Vegeta got incredibly good because Limitless Raise. For the record, the leader skill is Vegeta family and then STR, same thing and same percentages as Goku's. Passive is 90% and 2-key at the start of the turn while weakening regeneration. That last part is irrelevant unless your verse is Cell for the most part. So here's Trunks. Raises attack and defense for one turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy and greatly lowers the enemy's defense. That also is incredible for a legendary Goku type of events because defense debuffing is very relevant there. Passive is Ki +7 and 140% attack and defense at the start of the turn. They are really going all in on the fact that in the anime, Trunks was just that part where he's just so massive for his transformation and all of that, and he's just completely slow and all that. They're giving you a huge reward to begin with, but Ki -1 and 10% attack and defense down for every turn that passes, up to a maximum of -6 Ki and -90% attack and defense. So we have a really interesting situation where, all right, so I'm going to float 16 here. Actually, I'm going to leave 16 for this turn. We have an interesting situation where I think untransformed Vegeta's card is better than the transformed version of Vegeta's card. But I want to mention that that's more specific to content that it'd be relevant in. Like, the 140% is so massive, right? That the only downside, like I mentioned, is that he has no attack links. But they gave him that to obviously compensate for it. But the attack is, and like the stats, 140 is so massive that in short bursts, it doesn't matter. The thing about that card was always, hey, just transform when you're ready and you're fine. You don't have to transform immediately. You can wait a couple of turns. And now they actually reward you even more for that by letting Vegeta, before you go, well, not transform, excuse me, exchange, bear with me, but letting Vegeta in the natural state of the card stack limitlessly, which obviously would transfer over to Trunks. So, like, since they're rewarding you for that, there's no reason not to do that. So, do keep that in mind. But again, Trunks got incredibly good overall as far as that card's concerned. Now, Goku and Gohan's card is a really interesting situation because we have, okay, so let me go back to the Gohan part of it, because the links don't change for the characters when they exchange. Keep that in mind. But back to the Gohan part of it, Gohan is interesting because he does actually count as a Super Saiyan Gohan, which has the relevance of allowing 16 to pop his support passive. That's one thing to consider. Also, on top of that, when it comes down to Gohan, he's a character that can do all of those things. Now, you're not always going to be able to debuff the enemy's attack and or defense, which is the problem with Goku's first part. Obviously, raising defense limitlessly is something that I'm cool with, whether he was able to do that other part or not, right? That didn't really matter. But you're not always going to be able to do everything all the time. So do obviously be aware of that. That's just little things like that. So I'm going to flow Goku here. We're going to let Vegeta go ahead and attack here. And then we'll go ahead and organize androids from here. Actually, I was too busy talking. My mistake. I should have actually let Goku be the one last time. I would have been fine here, but it's cool. We need a couple more turns to line this up. But yeah, they're very interesting, and they're incredible free-to-play units, long story short. Don't worry, though. We're going to also play a couple of rounds. So, for the record, again, we are versus the Cell event. So, when it comes to, like, Gohan, he'll be able to go insane. And I ideally have these lined up to where I want to have Gohan and Gohan, one LR and the Goku/Gohan card, alongside just those two together. And then every so often we'll get Android 16. Did I say 13 earlier? Did I say 13? I might have. Android 16 there as well. So just little things like that. So personally, I'm going to leave this Gohan here, float a cell, avoid supers, because the longer I can take on this part of it, the better. To be fair, they're probably going to finish it, though. I have a couple powerful normal attacks and a super, so it probably does finish it. But from here, we'll have it lined up. And now that I'm not all over the place explaining what the characters do, I'll be able to obviously focus a little bit better. So bear with me, and I appreciate you guys for your support here on the channel. All right, so Cell, the UKO. Okay, oh, awesome. So he was a little bit more tanky there than I thought he would be. All right, so here's the scenario. We have Gohan, and that means that this card is actually going to get access to the Android 16 bonus. And again, all we need is Super Saiyan on this card because that's all it really has as far as like it's concerned. So again, ideally, when it comes to this card, you want to postpone this transformation to try to stack attacks as much as you can. But since I have 16 here, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, and I have type advantage for this attack and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and do it. And again, the exchange, if I keep calling it transform, the reason why is it's the same freaking thing, bro. It's the same mechanic. Just worded and shown a little bit differently, because now it's one card turns into another. But hey, we already, again, transform did that. Anyways, whatever. But I'm not going to get into it. It's incredibly simple, but it is what it is. All right, so we're going to get a powerful attack here, though. So, oh my gosh. 1.5. All right, 1.5 was not expected. That's really good for a free unit. 1.5 was not expected. All right, well then, let's look at some stats finally now. Goku's at 100,000 defense. He did super previously. But do keep in mind another thing too. I'm running the Cell Saga because I wanted to do this in one, and there's the split for this. So the defense is 170. Offense could actually peak higher. The offense peaks higher on their individual family teams because they're both 170 to attack and just different splits. So yeah, obviously the defense wouldn't peak as high for Goku specifically, but regardless though. All right, I'm gonna let this Goku Gohan card kind of do his thing for one more turn, and then next turn, I'll actually line this up to where when we have not Gohan, Android 16 here, we'll be fine. This is a good barometer. We'll see how much he tanks here. 97, okay. All right, that's not bad, not bad. Like, this character is gonna be such an incredible tank. He's already at 100K. See, the thing is, he was already an incredible tank, but coupling that with the attack debuff, honestly, is overkill. That's overkill because it makes it to where even on shorter events, like, I don't want to always hold everything to the example of the Legendary Goku event, but even on shorter events, it's like you got two raises at the same time because the attack debuff and a defense raise at the same time means you're going to tank so much better than you would have if it was just one or the other. Like, that's really interesting. So Trunks is already debuffing himself, by the way, and he's sitting at, look at that defense, 99,990. He's 9 off from straight 9s. But yeah, he's already debuffing himself. He was over 100,000 last time. For the record, 16 does not provide ally support. He only gives himself a 100% boost, but his allies do get 3 ki and 50% attack. Again, he gets his own boost, and he gets another boost when he's alongside a Gohan. It's interesting. But anyways, so yeah, let's see where Trunks is without support and 10% weaker. Okay, so 1.1. All right. So this is part of why, this is exactly why I said, additionals are going to be incredibly okay, so for these two cards, for the record, like, crits are always, for the most part, on cards what you would want to do. But, like, on these two, specifically, additionals all the way, in my opinion. Look how well he tanked there, too, because he raises both stats, even when he's transformed. It's only for one turn when transformed, but still. I'm really impressed by these two. I am really impressed. That's not all. There's one more, right? Okay, cool. So we're going to go ahead and do Gohan here. Downside is he's at a type disadvantage, but he's going to go insane here, though. He's going to go wild. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the retreat. Okay. I love this so much. This one is so cool. I love that. All right, so he's actually got, again, the support and everything. He's got the links with the other Gohan. I believe he would link better with the other Gohan, but that's neither here nor there. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's do it. So it doesn't matter how many orbs I give him, but what's going to happen here is Gohan is going to go insane because he's versus an Android / Cell Saga enemy. So he's actually, okay, so the raise, hold on. The raise he gets is going to stack if I can get multiple supers. Gohan is a character that can do potentially 4 supers in a turn. Wow. Okay. If I read that correctly, 2 additionals, his base, and then potential system 1. Yeah. He should be able to go up to 4 attacks. 1.5. All right. Yeah. Okay. So this card is very equivalent to Trunks. Oh my gosh, the debuff, bro. The double debuff. Come on, Gohan. Did you really just do 3 normals? Did you really just do 3 normals? Anyways, yeah, I can see where these cards are going to be really... This is impressive. This is the type of stuff that this category needs. These characters are really good without even not being transforming, excuse me, without even being festival units, like, or anything like that. Now, do keep in mind that we do have 16 here, so we're going to get one last shot at Trunks. And we're actually going to wrap it up from there because I've pretty much shown these characters for what I want them to be. And again, we do have other alternatives like them in different scenarios and stuff like that. So the debuff, he's now at 90,900, excuse me, defense. I'm all over the place, I know. But still, that's a very small drop-off defensively. And if you can stack Vegeta a few extra times, the more you stack Vegeta, the more leeway you have with Trunks. That's the point. The more you stack the Vegeta, the more leeway you have with the Trunks, man. All right, I'm impressed, man. So anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch all of you in the next one. Be sure to hit the subscribe. Be sure to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. Take it easy, everybody, and peace out.